Hello guys, welcome back to Adventure Capitalist. Now, this is a video of how to do well in events. So the first thing you want to do well in events is you have to start early, because if you look at the leaderboards, like, they don't have the top 100 anymore, but in the top 100 it's a bunch of people that have hacks and cheats and stuff. So there's really no way to be able to get up to the top without having one of those hacks. So really the top, I'd say 1,000 to 1,500 people are all like using hacks, which leaves, as you look at the reward tiers, it only leaves about 1,000 spots to get into this top tier, which if you do this, you will probably get into this top tier in the 2,500. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you got to start the event early, like as soon as the event, not like as soon, but you got to start the event early, because if you don't start the event early, then you're just not going to be able to get up to the point where you want to be, as well as like everybody else has the jump. So if you don't start the event early, you're already behind, and at that point it's really hard to catch up once you're already behind. Another thing that you really want to do when you're doing these events is you want to, when you have the rewards, so as you can see, if you go to unlocks, and when you go to all, they have like mega bucks, they have this, they have the 3 time warps, and then they give you the daytime warp. What you want to do when you get those things is you want to use them on the event. So when you get rewards that allow you to use the time warps, you want to use them on the event, because that is how you're going to keep up. Well, not only keep up, it's how you're going to stay ahead of everybody else on these events. Now, like, if you don't use them, like, yeah, you probably could finish high, but if you don't use them, you have a far less chance of getting anywhere close to the top. If you want to be at the top, you're gonna need to use these warps and stuff to get to the top. You want to do whatever you can to increase your chances of being able to get to the top. And really the only way to do that is to use everything you have to your advantage. So they give you the time warps, you really need to use them. Yeah, so you need to use them because they give them to you. They give it to help you, so you need to use them to stay ahead of all the normal players that aren't doing that. Like all the players that don't have cheats, you need to stay ahead of those players, because you're never going to stay ahead of the players that have the cheats and can just instantly have more angels than you'll ever have during the event. So yeah, you gotta stay ahead of everybody, and then what you gotta do is use the warps early so that you can get to the point where you'll have all the managers, because at that point, if you don't have managers, you're screwed. You need the managers to be able to constantly get stuff while you're not on the game. Like, you want to, once you start, you need to stop at a point where, okay, I'm leaving, I can still have my managers on each business or whatever to do the job while I'm not there. So even though I'm not on here, I'm not doing stuff, it's still gonna earn you while you're away. And that's what probably the biggest thing is, that you gotta constantly earn even when you're not on the game, because if you're not earning while you're not on the game, then you're falling behind, far behind. And on longer events, you don't have to check as often, but especially on like the short, like 3 day events, you need to be like, I don't mean like you gotta be on it for hours at a time. You go on, you check in, you say, okay, I have enough to upgrade, I'm going to upgrade, then you upgrade back to the point where you have all the managers. And then at that point, you can just say, okay, I'm back to where my manager's still earning me angels, I can walk away. And these are probably the biggest tips. So start early, use the warps, and get the managers as quickly as possible. Those are probably the 3 biggest tips of how I can constantly get inside the top 2500 on these events. And if you follow these, you will probably finish in the top 2500 in most events. So if this video did help you, please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll be back with another video shortly.